Welcome back to Factorio, Seablock and TSM, episode number 216 now, I believe. Guys, let's have a look. I want to show you production numbers for fluids. Actually, let's go 10 minutes. We're looking at the liquid resin. I am not sure that we're actually getting an accurate picture here. Let's just look at resin. Okay, so it's just shot up a little over the last half minute or so, maybe an hour is what I wanted. So the production has peaked at about 1.7, and that's when we have a full mud supply going. But demand or usage, look at this, 20k. It's the only one we're interested in, 20k. So we're less than a tenth. And I actually watched this one happen. So what happened was we got a train up to processing units. It slurped up the full train load and it was gone in almost no time. As you can imagine, 20k. It only takes 50k on one of these trains currently. So 20k per minute, that's 2.5 minutes gone. And meanwhile, when we're really doing well, we get 1.7k to fill it up. So we are nowhere near the amount of, and worse, half the time it's like half of that. So we're nowhere near the required amount to make this stuff happen. So what's my biggest problem? My biggest problem, I was looking at alternative recipes here to get to fermentation base, because that can make ethanol gas. Seems to be its primary use. It makes ethanol gas and compost. So what's the best way of getting to fermentation base? 10 fruits give you 100. 10 coin only give you 75. We're currently using corn. You can get some via fish oil, but that's not great. And that's it. So that would kind of suggest that fruits would be better. But the problem with fruits is whatever you do to produce it, you're getting other things. And while I actually do want these pips and so on, I really only want the fruit here. So that ultimately leads us to corn is actually cleaner, because we can do corn directly, either prime Dedalin, and someone's going to correct me on that probably, but that makes 12 corn, or wheaten, which is actually what we're using, only makes 10 corn. So wheaten is a fairly simple process to do, though. It's just soil, wheaten seed, and water, whereas the prime Dedalin is actually sand and saline water. However, I wonder if we couldn't potentially do this. How do we get to the seed? Oh, we just use a little bit of the prime Dedalin. Okay, just like the others. I am sort of beginning to think that this would actually make a decent support. So we could do like we currently have a row just of the wheaten here. We could do the prime Dedalin as well, using sand, because over here I think we're actually producing sand. Not to mention what we're doing down here, producing sand, and also perhaps unnecessarily using, well, it's only if it ever uses any, but I guess this one has shut down. It's actually shut down because it can't get rid of the thin mud water fast enough, because we could use the sand, for example. So I'm kind of thinking, one, the mud should be redirected up here. And this is interesting. We're actually getting... some mud has actually gotten past all of here, which I think is pointless, given our demand. So I'm actually going to force it all to go through here now. We actually have some mud from both sides. But yes, we must have had another delivery. It won't last much longer. It doesn't tend to. I'm still thinking that this mud would be best off sort of being added in over here. So let's see if I can maybe... oh, wow. Shuttle that off. Okay, mud. We will probably need to come through somewhere around about there. And we will have to do that because, well, because we didn't plan it particularly well. We weren't planning to use this mud in this way. It won't be a huge collection of mud, or at least it won't be a huge collection of mud just yet. So when the slot has completely run out, we'll have to push the sand all the way along. Oh, and the other thing is, we didn't even make many processing units from that delivery. What are we up to? 3.9. So we were 3,000. We made 1,800 more. Admittedly, I haven't put the processing units up here, so that is something that we need to do. But it does draw from the mud first, so that's the only problem here. I'll come back to that. As you can see, it's not exactly a huge amount coming through. There is a small amount building up here, which is sort of quite nice. So, yes, what I want to check is, do I have the prime Dedalin seed? What are my sources? If I already have prime Dedalin, Desert Garden, or the advanced recipe for Desert Garden. So I've got a fair chance that I already have it. I'm probably even using it somewhere. But I might just first of all go and check out the contents of my box up here. Not 100% sure about that. We do have all this gardening, here. This looks a lot like prime Deedlin. So yes, I absolutely certain that I have prime Deedlin, and in fact I am using it here for fermentation base. So you must be getting sand from... Oh yeah, you're getting sand from here. Okay. So I do believe that this is an option for us. I think what I'm going to have to do is build some farms. Let's do a whole row to try and be serious about this, like the length of this collection, which is 18. So let's get 18. These are probably just basic farms. Am I able to do... I can do specialized farms, but you need the alien plant life samples, so it's probably safer just to do the basic farms. I already have 5 actually. Why don't I lay these 5 farms down as a sort of starting gesture. So you're going to do Primadeedlin. It's interesting that the farms need power, but they do. So we're going to need saline water. We probably have a supply. Let's just check how that supply is going. There's a couple waiting to fill up, so we have tons of it. So my best option is to import the saline water, which means I probably should put something down here somewhere. I'm going to need some more landfill before we can do this, though. Where's my nearest landfill collection? Probably in here, just above us. So let's go up there. Oh, the other thing is, this is where we're putting mud. So I am kind of wondering... well, we are sending it to here to be collected away. So, I mean, I guess that's okay. Even though, you know, we could probably have saved ourselves a bit of time by not going up there. You're completely redundant. Why don't we just remove you? And you... 4.7k. I want a couple of... Oh, yeah, a couple of k, perhaps. And then... let's come all the way down here. And we're going to get a saline water. Prefer to take a copy of an existing one. Oh, there you go. That's saline water. Is there an example that's... well, it doesn't matter if we copy something else. We can just remove it. So... I think I've kept the right ones. Bots, do your thing. That looks a little bit like it's in the way. And we will need to reinstate it then. Handy. We don't use that one. Okay. So you just need to be set up for saline water, and you as well. Saline water is about to be delivered. Good. So, I guess then what we need is pipes that run along here. That appears to be all of my pipes. And I'm being a bit wasteful on space here, but that would seem to work. I just needed to leave some space for product to be removed. Actually, I might bring this one out around down this way, since we've already got this one coming in here. That seems a little bit wasteful, and you guys can go in there. So we probably need this. And then what are your inputs? Sand and primadelin seed. So we will need one of these guys. You will be doing this one. Ah, that's why we do this. Okay. We'll have to put it at the other end then. Whoops. Primadelin. Okay. Alright, so if that's how that's working, I'm going to need sand to... Oh, there you go. This is now run out. We may need to accelerate these machines or get more of them doing the same sort of thing, because we're obviously going to need to send some up this way. And actually, well, there's no point having that annoying hole there. I guess what we need to do Probably try and aim for about there. I'm going to need more belt. Maybe it would be acceptable to get some of this belt, since that's actually what we're using. 400. Oh, I just need to get over here. There's no point waiting for a train, although the train would get here pretty quickly. Let's just run across. And up. Okay. We're restocking with things, but we have too many things. I don't think I need all these, or those two valves certainly are no use. There's other things, there's a lot of other things in here I really don't need, especially right at the moment. I'm going to do something with these two. Let's leave it at that. Ooh, more water. So where exactly are we trying to get with this? I guess that we're basically going to have a row of supplies coming along there. And apparently fast inserters are all we need, so you can be offset like so. Does one of these reach both sides? No. So that's just a waste. If I boosted these by using one of these, would it reach? No. But I could go there instead. Like so. That's not working because it doesn't know where to space. So I'm going to have to put these guys in first. Alright. Snap to grid relative. That's awkward. Don't need that guy either anymore. So we actually oh, your hitbox is not quite where I wanted it. You are going to be doing that. You're doing that one. How much do you actually need? Just 5. Okay, there we go. So this is placing it on the far side. So blue and the yellow belt may as well just do a old-fashioned dump like so. So actually it should probably go all the way through to there. That would be fine. And we could even use a yellow underground to jump over there. There you go. Now, farms. Do we have basic farms in anywhere? Basic farms. I don't need 20. How many do I need? Won't tell me at the moment. I think I had 5 and I needed 18, so I need 13 at the moment. Oh, I'm only missing 9, apparently. 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, there's only 9 in range. I don't think we are building farms because I think some of them would have been filled out if we were. So, farms. Why aren't we building farms? You have 4 farms. You have set filters, but why have you not input signals? You should have set this to we need like 20. Set filters. Output signals. It says give me 20 farms. Okay, I'm not understanding that, so it's the same thing. You're on. You're getting signals. Where does the signal from this one go? Trying to remember this. Maybe it's not quite working the way it's supposed to. This doesn't... Which it does look like it's got something. Maybe there's a signal to mini there or something. Ugh. These guys are going berserk for some reason. That hasn't helped. You have a filter. What do we have here? Fast filter inserter. Is it supplying me with farms? I don't think so. It should be building up a supply of 20 here anyway. Will this make a difference? No. You're -4. -4. Oh. We have some of these back here. That's the problem. Okay. So this absolutely needs to be multiplied by the -1. And that one probably needs to go to there. Does that look more reasonable? Okay, why are you actually not making any? You can't get iron pipes. Iron pipes. Iron pipe. Oh, that's right. I had something here I got rid of because it was interfering with this as far as the iron pipes go. So, you should be... Iron pipes is less than 200. And you should probably be... Is that copper pipe? I don't know how many copper pipes we need, but it's probably not as many. 100. This is not going to do. You're going to have to be faster than that. Now, have I finally sorted out farms? I think it's probably laying them down. I am correct. That is what it's doing. So I only need 4 now, not 13. Not that it's got anywhere to give them to me. There we go, we've got our 4. Okay, so that was a slight bit more hassle than expected, but never mind. We are now somewhat in action. I thought I had these included in the blueprint. Maybe I did not. I definitely didn't use the wrong sort of pipe, did I? Okay, so they've got everything except the actual primordialin. Mud's still not nearly enough, but never mind. The primordialin is over in the main base. Somewhere just up a little from the looks of things. This, in fact, is it right here. So that should be plenty for manufacturing what I want. And this is exactly what I want to do here. So I need bioprocessors. I'm not sure how many I need, but it is bioprocessors. Let's get this process happening. Okay. And bioprocessors. So, oh, okay, we don't have any on us. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably need about 8 then. And there you go, we even had them available. It's not wheaten processing, it is that one. Recipe looks almost identical though, and all you need is the wheaten. You make the fertilizer stuff. That might end up being slightly awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I suppose the final one is just outside the range. It is. Of course it is. That should fix that. So if this is going to do this sort of thing, this won't do at all. We will have to cut these probably around about there, and instead have them go up there, for example. That should fix that almost. Now, this should basically be the same or similar. We're processing corn. Yes, corn from a different product. It shouldn't make any difference though. It's kind of nice having that extended coverage. Oh, this is going in the wrong direction, and I was going to use blue. Because why not? Whoops, I need to go that way. Oh, that's not right. What happened to the changed formula that we had? And finally, yeah. Oh, and let's get rid of everything that we especially don't want, which would be sand and mud. Wheaton, if we have any. Oh, we've got farms now. Primadelin. I'm in the correct network for getting rid of those guys. Hopefully turning them into level 2s. What is the... Oh, this isn't connected. That's what the problem is. And these aren't connected because obviously they need water for any of this to happen. Now, these ones cannot cope. What level are you? You're Chem Plant 2s. I'm pretty sure I'm able to make... Actually, I'm not sure. Let's have a look and see what you need for higher level Chem Plants. We should be able to make Chem Plant 3s at the very least. You always make this compost. That could be a challenge. We might need to feed compost. Here you go. We are now not getting enough of this. We might need to feed compost back instead of wood to compost. We might have to use wood for something else. What sort of modules do you take? You do take speed modules. Yes, I'm thinking additional columns of these may be in order at this point. What are you guys actually doing? You're making soil from compost and sand. And we are possibly going to be making excess compost shortly. Alright, I'll see if I can get... do I have my chem plants in here? That's casting machines. I don't think I even have chem plants in there. Chem plant 3. Chem plant 3. No, I do have chem plant 2. Where is it? If we have 6 of them, it probably says 6. Liquefier. Okay. Request for this item already exists, but I've already gone through the list and I can't see it. Right there. That's it, isn't it? So I want chem plant 3s. Maybe 10. We're not already building it. It's time we were. Although I must admit, I suspect it's probably slightly boring going in and out of here constantly. What are you? You are liquefiers. Where would chem plants be? What are you? Strand casting machine. Well, we are building them, so I don't need to worry about that one. Great. Just for the record, what do 4s take? Yes, we're not getting processing units just yet, so there's no point trying to make these into 4s. Let me substitute the 3s, which are 2.75 versus 2.25. It's not that big an increase, but you have 2 slots, whereas the 3s have... Huh? Not casting machine 3s. Chem plant 3s. The 3s have 3 slots. So we have basically doubled the capacity there. As you can see, the soil is now building up. Output priority. Why do we even care about output priority? It's input priority that we're worried about. The input priority should be from this side. But clearly this is not going to use up all of our compost. I also had another issue, and that was with the boards, which, yes, this is where we process boards. We were struggling to... We're struggling to actually process them. Strangely enough. And that's because this thing is kind of broken, I guess. You've got 10 in there. Now you have a whole lot more. You don't have any trees. And you don't have any trees probably because there is no mud. Yes, another one that's relying on mud and just not getting it. Or not getting very much of it. Okay, so I'm going to leave this bit just at the moment because the other thing that I need to look at in terms of mud is I think it's okay on this side because we are actually, that's actually empty. The mud is flowing up there. I don't know how quickly, but it is flowing up there and getting taken away. Down here, we actually have 43,000 mud here, which is not getting taken away. I could do the same thing, and I might, but we also have another mud over here, which actually I could do the same thing here as well. I could turn this into a take the mud away. With a little bit of reorganizing. That's a lot of additional mud, so I think we need to do that. I'm going to turn you guys off. Before you cause harm, that's up here, isn't it? Yes. Oh, and we're not getting nearly enough of this product up here either. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. So yes, this is back under control. So we are going to have to boost that up. That's easy enough to do. Let's sort out this mud acceleration. Ooh, this is interesting. The stone bricks. The stone bricks are actually not getting created at the speed that they need to. Basic electric furnaces. Alright, run faster then. I'm not too fussed though, it's just for the make everything, so it's just because we used a whole lot of stone brick, I guess. Right, here we are. No, this is not. This is not. Here we are. That's the one that we're already dealing with. Oh, okay, so we've got 43k there, which we can add something here. Right, it's down. Down and over. That was fairly close. Hello. Okay. What do we actually use for that? Over... Where's that mud that we're already doing? Here. We have a narrow line version, which may lock me into something that I don't necessarily want. Or it may not. Okay. Let me just expand this area a little bit. Oh, we're not going to need those. And it's this one, isn't it? Yes. Still not quite enough. Whoops. Not the most artistic job. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you, you. We're not actually getting anything from this side. So... pick up from there. Whoops. Let's drop off from there. Pick up from there. Turn on. Don't need you. You're saying Q. Let's change that to a P. And you're going to be ordering the mud train. Mud and empty train. When P is greater than 16,000. Oops. And hopefully that won't take too long. So that's one. That one as well. Turn these guys off. Are they all contributing now? No. This is another one where we're currently building landfill. I don't think that's what I want to do. the amount of mud that we need around the place. Probably find that I need all this landfill that I'm no longer making, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. It's not the current problem. And maybe when this is empty, we'll just connect this up directly so it just flows straight up to the one. Okay, so that's this one. There is one more we need to do. How far away is it? Far enough. Let's make this a train ride. It's also one of those things at the moment it can, probably won't, but it can actually fill up and potentially clog our system. There you go, we've just called a mineral sludge train from there. So I want to get to around here somewhere, I think. Wow, we have to go all the way over the top, do we? Interesting. Yes, I guess we do. So there's certainly some optimizations in terms of pathing that we can do within our priority system, but we don't need to do it just yet. What we do need to do is rip out this stuff. You're in the way. I'll need you somewhere like there. Let's try and fix up this thing that we had there just before. Oh, what's that there for? Now, this will be mud is greater than 16,000. Set P, and we won't be using that. It will be mud empty trains. You might need to do that. Now, how are we going to get the mud in here? Oh, are you completely chockers? 70k? No, you're not completely chockers. think what I'll do is I was going to branch off from here, but I think I'll have a completely separate line. Once again, I haven't really cared exactly which belt I'm using. I'm just using a belt. We have nothing at the moment. We'll soon have something. That's got to be better than nothing, right? Pick up from there. And at the other end, get it from there. Oh, and seems to be keeping up. Now, is this belt fast enough? I have my doubts. I seriously do, so... I probably should just use an upgrade planner. Oh, we have this whole thing again. That appears to be it. And we'll just use red. And I'll upgrade that one so the slowest is red. Oops. We now... seem to have yes, we seem to be getting a whole bunch of sulfur in there as well, which, you know, actually may or may not be such a bad thing. Do we have any sulfur collected over here? No. So we do need the sulfur over here. It should be that sulfur is getting put directly here and not here. This one shouldn't be producing sulfur. But yes, sulfur is getting unloaded from these, which is okay, because what we'll do, we're obviously getting all this sulfur accumulate here. I notice the time is way past out where I wanted it to be. I will grab the sulfur and I will dump that sulfur over here where it's... oh, that one is just getting removed. Do we have enough sulfur in here? Oh, 9.5. Yes, we do. So, yes, I'll just dump the sulfur in there where it can be taken away. We don't have to wait around while I do that. We were hoping that our production of resin, liquid resin, was improving. Hard to know, but we do have a train here that's almost full. Where are you going to choose to go, my friend? We're certainly not done here, I don't think. I think there's still quite a lot of work that needs to be done. I also need to be acutely aware of whether this is jamming up, which it's not, and whether this is jamming up, which it currently is not. But we know we're not making enough sand, so we have to double up this one. Actually, how far is this pushing along? Because that's a very important question. And is it possible that we could use this for the soil that we're making here instead of mud? Maybe it is. Maybe we could just make a lot more sand. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Quick peek at these guys. They haven't changed. Yes, I'll leave it there, and next time we will maybe get back to circuits modules. Anyway, thanks for joining me. See you then. Bye-bye, guys.